Warzone is upon us. It is launching December 6th in Modern Warfare 3. Before you drop in, let's get your controller settings dialed in. In today's video, I'll be walking you through some key settings and what they mean, so that way you could determine what setting is best for you to help you improve your aim accuracy and overall give you a smoother gameplay. Let's get into it. Grab your favorite drink, let's go. Welcome to my channel. I want to build a dynamic community where we could come together to learn, grow, and elevate our gaming experiences. My goal is to help you boost your KD and, most importantly, enhance your overall enjoyment of the game. So hit that subscribe button and let's grow together. Alright, the first thing you want to do is you want to go into settings and go to controller. You'll notice 3 tabs at the top. You're going to see controller, aiming, gameplay. We'll get through all 3, but right now I want to focus on the controller. So input device, please ignore this on mine. It says mouse. Yours should say controller if you're playing on controller. My controller decided to take a shit on me, which is fine. Gave me an excuse to finally go out and purchase a scuff controller. So your inputs, the first thing you're going to see here is edit button layout. When you click on this, it's going to carry button layout preset. I have mine set to default. Again, I run controllers with paddles on the back, so default is fine with me. If you're someone that doesn't want to spend a lot of money on controllers and is just running normal PS4, PS5, Xbox controllers, one option I would suggest for you to try is going to tactical. And what this does is it's switching your right analog stick and your B button. So now your right analog stick is your change, stance, slide, and dive. So if you're someone that really wants to learn how, why are these people doing drop shots on me? This would be for you. So that way your right thumb is not coming off the analog stick. You can keep it on there and do drop shots now. So again, that's tactical. I'm gonna switch mine back to default. So bumper ping, no reason to have this on. Keep this off. So you're going to see next option that says flip left bumper, left trigger, right bumper, right trigger. Again, I have mine off because with my controllers, I have instant mouse click. So right when I push that right trigger, it's instant. There's no play in it, nothing. One thing, again, if you're standard controller, you don't want to spend a lot of money on controllers, I suggest you try to run this on. So what that does is your right bumper now, it's a lot quicker hitting that than your right trigger. So you're going to have a lot more quicker pull than you do with the right trigger. So again, something I would try. So stick layout, have mine to default. Again, there's other options you could try with. Never tried them. Just stick to default. Controller vibration, again, set this off. There's no reason to run it on. So dead zone inputs, we got to talk about this. It's a little bit to go into. So you're going to see your left stick min, left stick max, right stick min, right stick max, left trigger, right trigger. We'll get into all these. So one thing which is neat now is test stick dead zone. So again, if you want to turn this on, you can move your controller to test this. If you're having stick drift issues, I suggest you test this so you could really see. So left stick min. Again, you have options to go down to 0 or go all the way up to 75. Again, I like this running at 3. Because 3, what I've noticed is once you start going lower than 3, even if you have a new controller, your guy is going to start moving a little. You're going to start seeing stick drifts. There are some pros out there that could run at a 0 because they don't mind that. It tells them, it makes them keep them constantly having to move. So when they're shooting, they're using that aim control of moving their right analog sticks. Again, preference 3. Left stick max, what this is saying, if you could see on the screen, if I go over it, it gets a lot, the red goes a lot bigger, higher up, it goes away. So I like mine at 85, actually 75. It's funny, it's playing on a mouse, it's like annoying. So I have mine set to 75. Again, what that just is telling you is how far down you go until you hit the max. So once you hit this red, that's basically saying your analog stick's at max. You don't have to pull it all the way down to get to max. Right stick mid 3, right stick max. Again, I set this to 100. I don't go below because that is your aiming, so I don't mess with that. Left trigger, right trigger. Again, this is I could play at 0. I want it instant. So for anyone, if you want it instant, I suggest you put this to 0. You want it right when you touch that. But all right, guys, so let's move into aiming. So the first thing you're going to see in aiming is your stick sensitivity for horizontal and vertical. Again, I have mine set to 9 and 9. It's really going to be all about preference and how comfortable you're feeling with the game and your analog sticks with moving. A lot of pros, anywhere from 6 to 10. If you're new at the game, I would suggest you start at 5 to 6. I feel like going below 5, when you start getting into close combat, you might be at a disadvantage because your turning is going to be a lot slower. So again, if there's no reason to go above 10, I don't think. I mean, there are players that like to run really high. You could go all the way up to 20 in this. You know, there's times where I've played multiplayer and I'm set it to 15. But with the Warzone and all that, I like mine at 9 and 9. ADS sensitivity multiplier, again, 0.85 should be set at. Sensitivity multiplier, there's show more. Again, I don't mess with these. Just set it to standard. Third person, you got ground vehicles, air kills, all this. I don't mess with those. Vertical aim axis, again, I like mine on standard. You know, if there are some players out there that you guys are used to playing, you know, airplane games where you're pushing up and it goes down, down goes up, it's all opposite. You have the option to change that if you're really used to something like that and you would want to be inverted. You know, if I went to inverted, my KD would be a 0.5 or something, or even lower. Tactical stance multiplayer. This is new in Warzone, Call of Duty 3. So 0.85. Have it same as what I have with my ADS. So let's go into aim response curve type. You got 3 options that you could choose. You got dynamic, linear, and standard. A lot of people play on dynamic. A lot of pros play on dynamic. A lot of people will say that they feel like it's a little bit more snappier when you're turning and you lock into someone. Again, these 3, it's really just different on how comfortable you are with the game. So dynamic, you know, it says it right here on the screen, you could see, but I'll just go through it. Dynamic it's a lot faster when you first start to move. And then when you get into aiming and you turn on someone, it starts to slow down. So that's where it's dynamic. If you think you have a line right here, it's going fast, going back to the middle, and then it's slowing down. So that's why it's dynamic. It's like a S, okay? You're linear, straightforward, it's just straight. So linear, people, that's how you move it, it's how it's going to go. There's no going faster, slower. And then you have your standard. So if you're really someone that you're new at this game, I suggest you try standard at first. And what that's going to do is it's a lot slower when you first start moving. So that could help you, especially if you're someone that's really bad at turning and trying to snap onto someone. And I run mine at dynamics. ADS sensitivity multiplier focus, have mine set to 1. ADS sensitivity transition time. Again, it's all preference, but to me, I like instant. I want this to be instant. You have gradual or after zoom. Custom sensitivity per zoom, because I want instant, I'm going to have it off. But there is more that we could talk about here, but if there's a specific zoom or scope, I should say, that you like, you could adjust these with those scopes. So if you think something's too slow when you're scoping in, you're sniping, you could adjust these either faster or slower. Again, it's all preference. Target aim assist. No reason to have this off. Make sure this is on before you jump into a game. Aim assist type, Again, there's a lot of back and forth on this between default or Black Ops. I just have mine on default, been running that ever since. To me, it still feels the same. I tried default, didn't feel a difference, but again, I would either use default or Black Ops. Third person, we can always just keep that on assist. Motion sense behavior, you want this off. All right, let's go into gameplay where this is really focused around movement. So automatic sprint, again, I have mine. What I prefer is automatic tactical sprint. So once I move forward, it automatically sprints. I don't have to press down on my left analog stick. I just push forward and it just starts to sprint. To me, just a lot better. Helps, in my opinion, helps with stick drift. You're not really pushing down a lot on your left analog stick. Auto move forward. I have mine set to off. Tactical sprint behavior. Single tap run. Ground mantle, automatic ground mantle, hang. I have all these set to off. It is more frustrating when you're in a fight and it goes to mantle automatically without you wanting to do that. So I have these set to off. Slide behavior. This is something new. So I have mine set to slide only. I think default it's tap to slide. I like mine slide only. Plunge underwater. This is trigger. Parachute. If you're someone that is struggling to pull your parachute or no, I suggest you always just switch this to always. I have mine off because there's times where I don't want it to pull too early. I like to go at a faster speed, so I would like that off. Sprinting door dash. So again, have mine on. This basically is just saying when you're going up to the door and sprinting and you hit it full speed, it's going to open. If you have this set to off, you could be sprinting and you're going to hit it and not go anywhere unless you hit that O button to open it. Ledge climb behavior, movement based. Slide cancel sprint you want on. Aim down sight behavior, you want hold. You could do toggle. Just means every time you touch it, you're going to have to hit it. I don't like that. I like just to hold it. When I let go, it goes away. Change zoom activation. Again, sprint tactical, sprint focus. Equipment behavior, you want hold. Weapon mount, ADS plus melee. Weapon mount, exit delay, you want medium. Tactical stance activation, ADS plus down button. Tactical stance behavior, you want on toggle. Interact reload behavior, set this to prioritize interact. Armor plate behavior, apply all. I like this. Once I touch it, I just want to put the 3 plates in. You could set this to apply 1, so every time you do it, you have to press that triangle button to get a plate in. I'd rather just touch it, and while I'm sprinting, it's going. ADS stick swap, off. Back panel control directional buttons. Deleted ammo weapon switch, you want that off. Quick C4 detonation, grouped. Manual file behavior press. Again, all these are just vehicle behaviors, default. I don't need to worry about vehicle behaviors. Scoreboard map, toggle. Ping wheel delay, moderate. Double tap danger, ping delay, moderate. Kill streak wheel behavior, hold. Well, there you have it. We just went through the control settings. Hopefully you guys found that informative. One advice that I want to give you is don't be scared to try new things to see what works best for you. But there is a time where you want to be mindful of how much times you're changing it and you're getting used to those changes. So what I say is if I change something in my settings and I want to try something new, at a minimum, I'm giving myself 10 games before I revert back or try something different. So hopefully this video helped you. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.